There we go. Now, what can nano blades actually do for us? If we get another one, explosive heat blade. Holds charge, release to fire. So it's almost like a portable Typhoon, if we get that upgrade. That seems fun. And we've just been given 5 nanoblade ammo. That's nice. Now, where is the nearest shop? Alright, that's a bunch of stuff sold. Still can't afford any Praxis kits from the other dude, but that's fine.
I have everything I need.
We've at least cleared out some of our inventory. Now, there appeared to be a point of interest on the map out here. Where did it go? Is it further away? It's in an alleyway. Police checkpoint. Anything going on down here? Or is this just an old point of interest that is no longer relevant? Maybe that's the case. The chicken foot. Mmm. Tasty. Now, side missions. Are we done for now? Pretty much. Reports of gunfire near the chicken foot. I mean, we're at the chicken foot. Saying the point of interest is above us. Okay, that seems unlikely. Unless, oh no, wait, could be up in some apartments up there. So, how would we get there? Like this, I guess. And here we are. And what do we find? We find wine. We also trod on a bloodstain. That's probably fine. A computer that we don't have a password for. Helena Berlin. Can we find... Look, I want to get in those drawers. Get out of my way, box. Can we find a pocket secretary anywhere? Is the question. It's often the question. And if we can't, is it worth using a multi-tool? I mean, I feel like I'm swimming in crafting parts at this point, and I can always get more. Now, what do you have to tell us? Bank? Right. Okay, something to do with the bank and going to Rabia. So it's to do with that place in Rabia where Santo's CEO was going to make like an augmented city of some sort, possibly. But that doesn't explain the blood, unless someone knows that the bank account had been emptied and they came in to rob the place. Whee! No, they don't have a fridge. Or a box. Oh, that set off some hostilities, it seems. Did I hit a drone with that box? Maybe. Let's just shut that door for now. God. Probably just use the combat rifle. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Come on. Are they going to come back into view? There's This is what you get for just throwing random boxes out of random windows. Threat lost. I mean, not exactly. And we're dead. Dagnammit. I should have taken some painkillers. Lord knows we've got enough of them. Okay, but we're still here. We didn't really do anything of merit in here. So, yeah, let's just rob these drawers again. And then go about our business. Before I forget, we'll make a couple more multi-tools. And we will put them on our bar. And we'll also put our painkillers on there. Because we've got like 27 painkillers that we're not using. Because I just keep forgetting. Now, is there any purpose to being in this particular vent? It leads to where exactly? Seems like the answer is nowhere. Oh no, there we go. Leads to a pocket secretary. Right, so hide what we agreed behind the wall and let me do the talking. So there's thugs involved. So were they getting... Let's see. Right, so they were getting smuggled out perhaps. And... yeah, that's why thugs have showed up to kill them all. So at least one of them's died. Maybe the other made it out safely. But yeah, people smugglers. Generally not good people. All told. Now, maybe it's time for some main quest action. It appears we've run out of side quests and points of interest. So we need to travel to another part of town again. Oops, I've accidentally pressed the grenade button. Let's get out of dodge before it goes off. Another day, another terrorist attack at the train station. What can you do, eh? Right, I feel like we might... papers again?
Documentation, please.
Look, I'm trying to talk here.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass.
Yeah, you enjoy. I'm a badass, you see.
ID check BH847.
Oh, God, jeez.
I see. Thanks.
She's just wasting my time now. She wasn't even talking to anyone.
You must think you're something special, eh?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Awfully cocky. Given as I could just fucking produce blades from various parts of my body and stick them into your eyes. But yeah, I think we want to speak to Alex before we speak to Smiley. So let's go and do that. Is she back at the limb clinic? Or is she not? No, that's the wrong mission. That's, or is it the wrong mission? Maybe they're both downstairs. Yeah. Seems like we might need to hack into the system downstairs to hear more of that conversation that Miller was having. So we can kill two birds with one stone down here and actually be slightly efficient for once. So given as we've got two birds to kill, and one of those birds lives on the ground floor, I think.
Someone's hacking into the server.
Let's go and find Smiley, shall we? Maybe he doesn't live on the ground floor. Oh, there he is. Forensics. Daniel Fletcher. Is that his name? I mean, it must be. It's got a little smiley face next to it. Why did I think it was Norman? Was I just honestly thinking that he was Norman Smiley? The pro wrestler? Maybe. Anyway, sup, Smiley?
Will you look at that?
What are we looking at?
Oh, hey. Adam, what's going on?
Miller sent me to...
Checking my progress? Really? I said it would be done when it's done. You can't rush these things, Adam. Excellence takes time.
Right. So...
Haven't got time,
Well,
Norman.
I was right. Am I good or am I good?
what did you find?
Oh, just some isolated fragments from what looks like the bomb's timing mechanism.
Adam would know about that. He's a watchmaker.
Stanek.
A Stanek. The bomb's timing mechanism was a wristwatch?
Well, to address your incredulous tone, a mechanical timing mechanism is not as silly as it sounds. Security scanners can detect anything with a suspicious electronic circuit, so using a low-tech solution is really clever.
It is actually pretty clever.
Stanek watches are custom made locally. I think I'll pay the shop a visit.
It's probably closed. Let's see if I can find you a second option.
I mean, closed
Yeah,
doesn't
got
really
it.
stop us.
Nomad Stanek, founder and owner of the store, lives in the Davnia Vod district near Pilgrim Station. That's Putnik Nadraji in Czech, I think. Building number 96, second floor.
Thanks, I'll check it out.
Lovely.
Let me know how
Someone
it
else who
goes.
lives in the same apartment block as everyone else. Good job, Smiley. Now, we need to go upstairs and probably... Ooh, have we not been through that vent before? Captain Distractor, away! Yes, we need to listen in on more of Miller's conversation, which probably means hacking into the system that he was using in the first place. NSN keycard. Is that where we could have got one of those from? Very well. Now, what were you up to, friend? That was awfully suspicious, the way you just ran away like that. Or maybe he's just running away to tell someone that he saw Jensen just roaming around somewhere where he should not be.
How long is Director Miller going to be in Gollum City?
He told me as long as it takes. He's coordinating with state police.
That doesn't make sense.
Right, so Miller's currently in Gollum City. That's cool. We can live with that. Now, do we need to go in here somewhere? I should probably just change to... There we go. Use the NSN device. Which means just going straight into it. Got a key card. Cutscene!
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
If they are.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
Are there going to be virtual filing cabinets
just
that we'll
have
have
to
to
play it
riffle
by
through?
ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
Someone's going to be in there. They're going to be like, hello, Adam.
This is different.
Yeah. Bob Page will show up and he'll just be like, are you looking for something, Adam? So yeah, it's a virtual conference room. Good. What do we find behind the walls, though? Triangles. I knew it. All along it was the triangles. And on the desk? Yep. It all adds up. Triangles everywhere. Ah, we do just stand in this triangle. Lovely. And we're in. TF-29. Guide. Find and access all the data towers. Use remote hack or server blocks to clear a path and access out-of-reach areas. Be mindful of security devices. Right, so it's a sort of stealth mission. Right, so there's a server block, so we can toggle those to get around. There's a few of them about. So what do we do? Ah, right, so we go... Press F to breach. Okay, that didn't seem to work. There we go. We actually don't press F, we use left click. Very well. Now. So, that one will allow us into a vent. Good. Which lets us into access data tower. What are we going to learn? One in 5. Is it going to feed it to us bit by bit, the plot, or do we have to find all 5 before anything happens? But either way, that seems to be the tutorial one out of the way. Now what? A bridge. Laser beams. And we don't have... Even if we had our own abilities here, we don't have cloaking. So... yeah. Tricky stuff, unless we could get up there somehow. We could come in from above, but to do that, we'd need to probably hack some blocks, raise them up. Now, what are you? You're a storage cube, and you can be moved about. Good. You are just a tunnel of some sort. We can climb up there. That gives us access to number 2. Fantastic. Number 3 is a timing challenge, is it? Very well. First part wasn't too hard. Okay, none of that was too hard. Up we go with our little Miller body. Now that looks like it should be a ladder. Ah. There we go. Just about got that one right. And that brings us up to here, where we can find another one, hopefully. Good. Now, is that going to make a bridge appear across there with those things, or is that just not happening? So, we've got that. Oh, balls. There's a block. Oh, come on. There we go. And that will take us over to here, where we can hopefully drop down onto that one. No, we do need to be higher up. Very well. So we've biffed that one a bit. Are we going to have to go through these lasers again? I mean, it's not the hardest problem in the world, but still. Makes me edgy. Now, why would I want to toggle that one? Why would I want to withdraw that? I don't see why that would be a thing that we would do. I mean, that one over there we'd want to pull out, though. And then we can jump on there. Oops. I keep thinking I need to overcorrect it and come back. Now, that's that one that we're looking at, isn't it? Yeah. Do I want to be on top of this pyramid? Does that help me in any way? Because it doesn't let me drop in unless there's a hole in it somewhere. Right, is that necessary? Isn't that where we've already got one, or what? That's going to allow us to jump across to here, possibly. Is this somewhere we wanted to jump to, or jump from? Either way, this bit looks as though it's a case of, yeah, bring those out and then do a bit of jumpy jumps and then you get across. But across to where? Just to the bit that we were in earlier. Very well. So maybe we need to try around the other side. There's always cubes, of course. We could always pile up cubes and see if we can jump over things that way. But now we've got the dodge the cameras task, which would be made easier if we got server blocks in the way. Be made even easier still if we had bloody any idea of where the cameras were, but we can't really see because we haven't got a mini-map. Right, so that could have been another way in there without needing to use those blocks. Now where's this going to take us? Behind those cameras, but there are other cameras. What is this other camera doing? Much of anything? It's moving very slowly, if at all. It's hard to tell how far out it reaches, but that's fine, because we just block its vision. I see. Up we go, and there's another one. So is that 4 out of 5? Yeah, it is. Can we get all 5 without getting into trouble? Well, we're left with just the middle one, aren't we? So how do we solve that particular problem? Is the solution cubes? Maybe. Let's go back up and see if we can't work our way back across the middle. Oops. There's probably an easier way. Let's bring a cube with us. Alright, so it's within all these lasers and whatnot. Are these towers that can be hacked? Because if we can hack those to bring them down and get rid of the lasers that way, that would be entertaining. But no. No, I'm not seeing any sensible way past these lasers, so we're going to have to do silly ones and try and build staircases out of cube. Or maybe we don't even need staircases, maybe we just need a cube. That could be a doable jump. Yeah, actually that's not so bad. I may have been overthinking things, if you can believe that. Now. There we go, 5 out of 5. No security breaches. I wasn't expecting that. I was sure I was going to biff it somewhere. And now we get more mysterious conspiracy nonsense. Lots of different conversations between different people at various points.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting.
That'd be
Rucker may
Marchenko,
be
maybe?
onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid.
The Orchid? Being the thing that will kill Talos?
Killing Rucker.
Yes.
Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
Brown. Do we remember who Brown is?
End call.
I don't know if we do.
Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Right, conversation with Janus then, I guess.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
What are you doing in here? I bet that's the deflect option. I could ask you the same question. Basically.
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Yeah, we could certainly do our best.
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time
We
you
don't
heard
like
from
the
him?
Diwali.
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we find out about Black.
Alright. Well, I'll let you know if I find out anything about Black.
Thanks.
So yeah, she knows full well that we weren't supposed to be in there, but she's going to keep it quiet if we do her a favour. Fade to black. It's another side quest, everyone. We did one bit of main mission, and now we're back on the old side quest train. Right, what can we learn about old Vinny B from his office? We can find a train ticket for Berlin. Very well. That's a good start. That suggests that he's going to Berlin, if I'm the master detective I think I am. Crafting parts are always welcome. Oh, yeah, there's a safe over there. So, we've got a couple of things we could hack. But in which order do we do it? Because we've only got like one multi-tool left, I think. And we haven't got enough parts for more. Dang. I mean, we could potentially dismantle some other stuff and get some more tools. We can't dismantle by ourselves. Oh no, we've got two multi-tools. As if we can dismantle overclock software. Can't dismantle beer. Combat rifle ammo. If you dismantle 69 of them, you get 10. If you dismantle 200 of them, you get 10. So therefore, if you want to be dismantling ammo, you want to be doing it when you've only got very little of it available. But for now, let's use one of our multi-tools on his safe, because that seems like the more important thing to target. Maybe it'll have a pocket sec in it with his password for his compute. But then maybe the compute would have had a password for the safe. It was the gamble, and we've gone for the safe. A silencer. Is that it? That's not a clue. And I'm guessing we can't dismantle that for parts. Oh, we can. It only gives you 10 though. It's worth a lot more in terms of cash. So, we need another 40 parts for another multi-tool. Or we just use the one we've got and we make some more later and put them back on our inventory slot later. I don't want to do that, but I'm already clicking the thumb on the old button, so there you go. Right, Vincent. Human traffic confirmed. Diwali is shipping unlicensed orgs out of the Czech Republic. Bastards. Right, Diwali will take what they have and then sell them to third parties for labour, sex or spare parts. Vincent, where are you? This might be relevant. Do you have my information? So, she was betraying her husband. He had her ticket, so she's the one who was off to Berlin. Meet me at the Red Queen. And then she's messaged to say, where are you? So she's gone to the Red Queen.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Yeah, I think we can assume the worst here. And it sounds like we might actually have a good reason to go to the Red Queen for once. I like the way this ladder just happily sits at the side of this lift that's rising up there. And it doesn't wobble, it doesn't fall over. Is it hooked into the wall there on that side? Is that what's holding it in place? Either way, that seems risky, given as it's an elevator. All of this stuff leaning against the walls. It's like necessary for the cover. But yeah, I feel at some point something probably scraped against the wall and broke. Speaking of stuff breaking, what's just happened? That explosion came from where exactly? Government registration office perhaps? No, it looks like it's more over that way. Either way, we might want to look into that. We don't need explosions that aren't caused by us. Now, what does coming in here do for us? I swear I've not just been immediately distracted again. I just wanted to come in here to see if I can keep pushing on in a straight line to where we're supposed to be going. But instead we found ourselves on another tangly twisted route. We found ourselves in a lockup that appears to contain a whole bunch of medical stuff. And as we were just discussing, let's dismantle that trank ammo. Get some weapon parts. Stun gun. Interesting. Right, so if we go this way, then we're headed in the right sort of direction to follow that explosion. All seems a bit quiet over here though. I mean, apart from the rave that's still going on.
Here comes another one.
Maybe it was another part of town where that explosion went off. I'm sure we'll learn more about it in time.
Not much going on. Here we go.
But yeah, everyone seems pretty relaxed about it at this stage, so I guess it's off to the Red Queen.